Hello everybody, it's Bourbon Bill, and tonight, a very special episode. We kick off our Bourbon Advent Calendar for Christmas 2021. Tonight is December 1st, so we're kicking this bad boy off, right? So let's go over the rules. These are poured blind by my wife, so I have, 25 of these suckers poured back here in that cardboard box right there. They're labeled 1 through 25, so we're going to pull out, old number 1. We're going to pour it into a Glencairn. We're going to sniff it, give some notes, taste it, give some notes, and I'm going to guess the price of the bottle and the proof of the bottle for 1 point each. And then I'm going to say what I would pay for it as well, depending on how much I like it, right? That's what we're going to do. We can guess a bottle, so I have about a little over 50 bottles in the collection, so half of them are in here. So it's like a 50-50 guess. I don't know what 25 she picked for the Bourbon Advent Calendar, but about half the collection is in here. And maybe even some bottles I no longer have anymore, so I lied. It could be there was some sample bottles left of other bottles that I no longer own, drank them, So we're going to guess price, proof, how much I'm going to say how much I would pay for it, and then I can guess a bottle for an additional point. So every day there's, potential 2 points with a 1 bonus point if I do guess the bottle correct. So let's get this thing started here, shall we? Let me grab the box. There it is. All those bourbons lined up. We got all the answer keys here, each day individual, folded. That's 24. Here we go. Number 1. Put this down. Alright, got my Glencairn here. There we go. Alright, let's just give it a swirl. It's got some decent legs to it, good color to that whiskey for sure. Let's give it a nosing. Gosh, it smells good. I mean, notes I'm getting caramel, baking spices, a hint of underlying cherry to this as well. It's very sweet. It's coming off very sweet on the nose. I can't wait to sip on it. Let's give it a taste. Wow. It's full of sweetness on the palate. I get a ton of caramel on that. It's like a Werther's Original in your mouth. I get kind of a, in a good way, it's going to sound weird, like a, if I don't put my nose in the glass, I get like a faint copper penny, which to me sometimes is reminiscent of like a pot still. Take another sip. Dang, it's so good. So good. Your classic bourbon notes. Vanilla, a lot of caramel. Some spice. Finish is pretty good. It drinks not hot. I'm going to guess around 100 proof. So, first I'm going to guess proof. I think it's 100 proof. It's not super proofy, but it's got a nice slight burn to it on the palate. A long finish, which leads me to believe it's about 100. I think it's not super hot, so I don't think it's over 100. I'm gonna guess it's 100. Price. How much do I think this bottle is? Gosh, as I'm smelling it again, there's some oak on here. It certainly doesn't smell young. And it's just so well put together. It's just a very crescendo of flavors. Man, I'm gonna guess $80. I'm gonna guess it's an $80 bourbon. It's 100 proof. But see, that doesn't really line up with my bottle guess. My bottle guess would be like John J. Bowman. It's like a sweet. I think that's built on a maybe on a copper still. So I'm gonna say John J. Bowman's my bottle guess. It doesn't really line up though with. It is 100 proof, but price on that is less. What I would pay for this, man, I would definitely pay anywhere from 80 to 100 for this. I'm gonna guess it's $80. Shall we find out what it is? Widow Jane Decadence. So way off. It's not John J. Bowman. It's 91 proof. So my guess of 100. Either that drink's hot or I'm just a terrible guess of proof. So I get no point for proof, no point for bottle. I did say I would pay about $80 for this. This is it's a $90 bourbon MPA. It's $89.99. So within $10, I do get the point, and you have to be within 5 proof points to get the point. So I did not get point for proof. I did get 1 point today for price because I was within $10. So we're back, and I got the bottle. Widow Jane Decadence. A damn delicious bourbon. Let me read it to you. Read you some facts off the bottle. Widow Jane Decadence, a blend of straight bourbon whiskeys finished in maple syrup barrels, aged to perfection. This particular one is a batch number 4, bottle number 177 of 2021, and 91 proof, like I said. So, wow. Didn't get that it was finished in maple syrup at all, so my palate, obviously garbage, didn't get that. That was a sweetness, I guess. It did not taste like maple syrup. I got like a lot of the Werther's original caramel. So I don't know that they're not mixing this with maple syrup. It's just finished in maple syrup barrels. But wow, a great put together whiskey. We're off to a somewhat of a mediocre start here on December 1st. 1 point for me today. So we'll see you tomorrow for December 2nd. Have a great evening, everybody. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe.